Hello and welcome to Newsroom series on Channels Television. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Today our focus is on the North Central region. But first, our top stories. Justice Salim Ibrahim of the Federal High Court in Abuja has sentenced 3 persons to life in prison over their complicity in the kidnapping of students and teachers of a school in Orire local government area of Oyo State. Justice Ibrahim convicted and sentenced the defendants Abdul Razak Umar, also known as Abu Khalifa and Abu Khalid, Yunusa Musa, also known as Yunusa bin Musa, and Shamsu Adamusani, also known as Abu Itisar. After they pleaded guilty to some of the allegations the federal government leveled against them. The defendants were docked before the court on a 10-count charge that bordered on terrorism, kidnapping, concealment, incitement, and illegal mining. Following their arraignment, they admitted that they concealed information about the masterminds of the school attack. The defendants also admitted their membership of Darul Salam, which was described as an affiliate of Jamaatul Ansarul Muslima Bilande Sudan, Ansaru, a proscribed terrorist organization in Nigeria. While all 3 defendants pleaded guilty to counts 4 and 6 of the charge, only the first defendant, Umar, alias Abu Khalid, accepted guilt on counts 7, 8, 9, and 10. Which bordered on allegations that he provided training and instructions to terrorists via a WhatsApp group titled "The Oneness of Allah is the Foundation of Peace." However, they maintained their innocence in the remaining counts of the charge. The convicts, all from Suleja local government of Niger State, were alleged to have conspired with one Mohammed Sani, Jibril Mohammed, and Ibrahim Kabab between January and May this year, 2026, to kidnap school children and teachers in Oyo State, contrary to Section 26(1) of the Terrorism Prevention and Prohibition Act 2022. They are further alleged to have aided the kidnapping of the school children and teachers, as well as concealed information regarding the identities and activities of the alleged masterminds, despite knowledge of the plot, thereby committing offences contrary to Sections 26(2) and 16(1) of the Act, respectively. Meanwhile, the Department of State judges has expressed dissatisfaction with the judgment, saying the sentence was not commensurate with the crimes committed in Orire, especially the beheading of 2 teachers by members of the terrorist organization. A top official of the service said they would appeal the judgment. That last part is not here. Maybe they just added it. Nasarawa State is undergoing a lot of revamp, and the governor, Abdullahi Sule, is rejigging his cabinet to help drive his reforms. Our correspondent Halima Gayam reports on the sack of 6 commissioners and the impact of the new modifications in governance going forward.
Governor Abdullahi Sule of Nasarawa State has carried out a minor cabinet reshuffle, relieving 6 commissioners of their appointments in what the administration describes as a move to strengthen governance and improve service delivery in the closing phase of his tenure. The affected commissioners headed the Ministry of Lands and Urban Development, Ministry of Women Affairs and Humanitarian Services, Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, Ministry of Works, Housing and Transport, Ministry of Information, Culture and Tourism, as well as Ministry of Special Duties, Security Affairs. Announcing the development after the State Executive Council meeting, the Secretary to the government said the move is to enable the government inject fresh energy into governance and also improve efficiency across key ministries and also accelerate the implementation of Governor Sule's priorities. The affected commissioners have been directed to hand over the affairs of their respective ministries to the permanent secretaries, pending further directives. Halima Gayam, Channels Television News.
Staying with Nasarawa State, Governor Abdullahi Sule has commissioned the 12.4-kilometer Aguada-Udege Road, describing the project as a major milestone that aims to improve road infrastructure and strengthen connectivity across communities. The newly completed road is expected to enhance the movement of people, goods and services while providing a significant boost to mining activities and agricultural production in the benefiting communities. Commissioning the project in Aguada, Kokona local government area, Governor Sule said the road reflects his administration's determination to open up rural communities and improve the livelihood of residents.
Ya Allah, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to for land and the political leader here in the state. And also we thank you for bringing us here safely, and we pray that you take us back safely. With that in mind, I commissioned this route as part of our commitments to provide rural infrastructure for the enhancement of the socio-economic development of our rural communities. The road which we have constructed has eased the hardship faced by commuters plying this road, and from the statements earlier made, that as a matter of fact, people like Sarkin Loko now going to Lafia no longer have to go through Nasarawa, they go through Dege, Aguada, and then end up in Lafia easier. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as you are already aware, since the inception of our administration, we remain consistent in provision of road infrastructure across the state. This is believing that the provision of this critical infrastructure will create opportunities for improved economic activities and well-being of the people.
From Nasarawa, let's head to Niger State, where Governor Umaru Bago has flagged off the development of a 500-unit housing estate in Kontagora and unveiled the residential layout for the project in a move aimed at expanding urban infrastructure and improving access to affordable housing in the state. Now the housing scheme, which will sit on a 40-hectare parcel of government-owned land, is expected to boost economic activities while creating more opportunities for residents to own decent homes. Governor Bago said the land previously reserved for the Radio Niger Corporation had been encroached upon over the years before the state government reclaimed it for development.
This land belongs to government. It was reserved initially for the Radio Niger Corporation, and we have seen a lot of encroachment in recent times and settlement of bad people who have come here. So now with the clearance operation, our military forces have cleared this area and is free of all these bandits and illegal settlements. As such, the Niger State government is investing in putting site and services here so that land will be allocated to people, and based on design, people will build in tandem with what the vision of the state is.
Meanwhile, Niger State Governor Umaru Bago has urged the North Central Development Commission to prioritize insecurity, communal clashes, and the impact of climate change in its intervention programs across the region. Receiving the leadership of the commission in Mina, the governor called for stronger collaboration among North Central states, stressing the need for interventions that address agriculture, education, infrastructure, and other development challenges affecting the people. The chairman of the governing board of the commission, Cosmos Akegire, said the visit was part of efforts to formally introduce the leadership of the commission to member states and strengthen partnerships that will ensure the successful implementation of its mandate.
We are going to go and snap for history. We are making them understand that North Central region of this country is agrarian. We have a lot of farmer-herders clashes. We have a lot of ecological issues, mostly flood as a result of the hydro dams we have around here. So there is need for us to have a serious partnership with the Commission to streamline our ideas and policies towards all this, and also education. The North Central used to be a warehouse for technical education, vocational education, and basic education. There is need for us to revamp that so that our people can reach posterity. We need to collaborate and espouse this efforts in security. So we agree with him totally. That's the right direction to go. All the states within North Central, we should have some network, security network, local vigilante group, so that we can come in that way to help, because it has to be some level of partnership. So what the state is doing, we will do what they're not doing, just to collaborate.
As part of efforts to ensure safe water transportation, the National Inland Waterways Authority has announced plans to enforce the laws guiding it in the country. While speaking in Lokoja, Kogi State, while playing host to the Director General of the Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, the Acting Managing Director of NIWA, Omar Gire, reaffirmed the agency's commitment to ensuring safety on national inland waterways through stronger regulations, stakeholder engagement, and sustained public enlightenment.
Boat mishaps are a frequent and devastating occurrence in north-central Nigeria, particularly along the River Niger and major reservoirs. Many of these disasters result in loss of lives. One of the most recent cases is the tragic Mokwa incident in Niger State, in which at least 10 people died, and another in Ibaji, Kogi State in September 2025, where many deaths were also reported. To deal with some of these challenges, the leadership of the Nigeria Safety Investigation Bureau is at the headquarters of the National Inland Waterways Authority in Lokoja, Kogi State, as part of efforts to strengthen interagency collaboration and improve safety on the nation's waterways.
Our mandate, as I said earlier, is to investigate accidents in air, rail, road, marine, and basically any form of transport. If we had horses still and there was an accident, we would be the ones to investigate. We also issue safety recommendations after each investigation, and we monitor the compliance to those safety investigations.
The acting managing director of NIWA, Mr. Omar Girey, welcomes the proposed synergy with the NSIB and other agencies. He believes this collaboration will lead to stringent regulations as well as sustained stakeholder engagement and public sensitization, especially on the issue of overloading of boats and night travels.
NSIB is in the right place to do this job. So our own is going forward. We are going to partner with you to see how we can do it together to cope these menace on our waterways. As it is on our own part, we've deployed water marshals. We've also, on our own part, we do sensitization regularly. But like I said, these things, one cannot avoid it.
With agreements reached on ways to keep the waters safe, the agencies explore other areas of possible partnership.
In some plans last year or so, some of your officers told us that your regulation is undergoing review. So what I'm asking now is that because the way that regulation is now, we may not achieve what we want to achieve with NEO because we'll be citing your regulation whenever we come to investigate. So I don't know whether the review is in process, or I want us to know where you people are in the review of the regulation. So we have records of accident statistics, and from 2022 up to now, we've done. Then we don't have a unit. You know, we trained accident investigators to do training. We only asked marine engineers to go for, because most of the marine engineers then, they are trained in marine survey. So accident investigation was part of the module that was that is the training.
The visit is aimed at exploring areas of collaboration that will ensure safer navigation to reduce the increasing rate of boat mishaps to the barest minimum.
When we come back on Newsroom series, the Benue State Universal Basic Education Board flag off a school-based management committee training in Benue, of course. We'll bring you details after this. Stay with us. Welcome back. We are in Benue now, where the State Universal Basic Education Board, in collaboration with the Universal Basic Education Commission, has commenced a 6-day training for members of school-based management committees to help strengthen community participation in basic education. The training for desk officers is part of reforms to improve school enrollment, pupil retention, accountability, and to protect education facilities.
Representatives of school-based management committees and education desk officers from the 23 local government areas of Benue States gather in Otukpo for a 6-day capacity building program aimed at improving the management of public basic schools. Chairman of the Benue State Universal Basic Education Board, Grace Adagba, arrives at the venue alongside the Commissioner for Education and Knowledge Management to flag off the training, which is designed to equip participants with the knowledge and skills needed to support effective school administration.
Through the launch of Project Press Up, building right to access and compulsory basic education for unenrolled pupils, the Benue State government has intensified efforts to ensure that every child of school age in Benue State is enrolled, retained, and supported through to complete basic education.
The Universal Basic Education Commission reiterates its commitments to supporting Benue State and strengthening the delivery of quality basic education through sustained collaboration and capacity development.
It is expected that you mobilize community, mobilize their support and encourage enrollment and retention of children in schools. You also are to monitor school development projects, promote inclusive education, safeguard school facilities, and contribute to transparent decision-making.
Declaring the training open, the Commissioner for Education and Knowledge Management, Margaret Adamu, says the Hyacinth Ali administration places education at the center of its development agenda.
It is a strategic investment in educational governance and a reformation of our collective resolve to build a basic education system that is inclusive. When we talk about inclusivity, especially the girl child and those that have special needs, gone are those days that we lock them up in the room. It is now time for all of them to access this basic education that has been made free and compulsory.
The event also features the inauguration of a new state executive committee of the school-based management committee. The event concludes with the commissioning of a renovated classroom block at St. Mary Primary School and the Otukpo Local Government Education Authority administrative complex projects aimed at improving the learning and teaching environment across the area.
A month after the conclusion of the All Progressives Congress primaries in Kwara State, stakeholders are calling for restraint and sheathing of swords by aggrieved aspirants in order not to aggravate the crisis that could lead to the party losing out in the next election. Some former aspirants who made the appeal during a separate interview with Channels Television called for unity of purpose among members.
Weeks after the All Progressives Congress conducted its primaries across the country, the outcome of the governorship primary in Kwara State remains a subject of debate within the party. The declaration of the winner by the chairman of the governorship primary committee has continued to attract reactions from party stakeholders.
Hi, Senator Musiliu Olatunde Obanikuru, hereby pronounced Right Honorable Yakubu Danladi Saliu as the winner of the governorship primary, having satisfied the requirements of the APC constitution and guidelines, and scoring the highest number of votes as the candidate of our great party for the Kwara governorship election.
Not all the aspirants are satisfied with the outcome. Some who oppose the exercise stage a rally describing the process as lacking transparency and calling for a review of the conduct of the primary.
For APC to progress in Kwara, all that has happened should be nullified, and a candidate that's acceptable to all for governorship, for senators, for House of Rep, for House of Assembly should be selected, and by the grace of God we shall win. But if this remains, I doubt.
Others urge party members to accept the outcome in the interest of unity and the future of the APC in the state.
Politics should be an opportunity for you to reach consensus building, bringing people of different diverse together to achieve a common goal. And that's most especially the development of our state.
A former senatorial aspirant, Nuruddin Adeyemi, also appeals for calm, saying party members should remain focused on future opportunities rather than actions capable of creating divisions.
we are all in the same house. We all belong to one family. And in the family, in the house, there's many seats in the house, and each of us are trying to get to that seat. Now, the fact that God has, in His infinite wisdom, allowed me to sit on that seat, and somebody else did not get a chance to that seat, does that mean the person should go down the street, buy gasoline or buy petrol from the petrol station, come to the house and burn down the house? We should not try to do that.
The party stakeholders are now urging the national leadership of the APC and the Kwara State governor to engage aggrieved aspirants through dialogue, expressing hope that reconciliation will strengthen party cohesion ahead of future political activities.
More politics, and a member of the Plateau State House of Assembly representing Jos North State constituency, Adamu Aliu, has dismissed reports claiming he has resigned from the All Progressives Congress. Mr. Aliu, who describes the rumors as the handiwork of mischief makers, insists he remains a loyal member of the party despite the controversy surrounding the recently concluded APC primaries in his constituency. The lawmaker also reassured his supporters that he remains committed to protecting their mandate, maintaining that he will not relent until the will of the people is preserved through due process.
No doubt, there is an issue about the recent conducted primaries in my constituency, which were engineered by some aspirants who were rejected by the people and are yet to recover from the shock of their failure to secure the mandate of the party members for the election. As a loyal party man and law-abiding citizen, I will follow all local and constitutional channels to see the renewed mandate given to me by the people is sustained, preserved, and duly upheld. I want to assure my supporters and party members alike that I will not relent until your mandate is protected and delivered.
Meanwhile, the Plateau State government has launched 2 major infrastructure projects aimed at improving electricity supply and easing transportation as part of efforts to drive economic growth across the state. Governor Caleb Mutfwang performed the groundbreaking for a 1.5 megawatt interconnected hybrid solar mini-grid in Pangshin before proceeding to Mangu to flag off the construction of a 19.7 kilometer bypass road. Our correspondent Percy Dabang tells us more.
Governor Caleb Mutfwang arrives Pangshin local government area to flag off construction of some projects to improve business activities in the area. One of the projects is a solar mini-grid, which is being executed in conjunction with the Rural Electrification Agency.
Injection of 1.5 megawatts of energy to the good people of Pangshin will significantly boost the socio-economic activities of the local government.
What we are building here in Pangshin is not just the solar mini-grid. We are building distribution network. We are adding more than 10 transformers and rehabilitating all the distribution lines.
The 1.5 megawatt interconnected hybrid solar mini-grid is expected to connect communities in the area and will be replicated in 10 local government areas. The governor performed the groundbreaking.
For the development of utility-enabled.
The governor says the state is working to expand electricity generation and transmission with the vision of making Plateau a net exporter of power within the next 2 years.
Not only are we flagging off today, that by the grace of God, by December, this project will be delivered. We look forward to the realization of this project. I want to plead with you, when it comes on stream, let's be people that guard this very jealously.
From Pangshin, the governor moves to Mangu local government area to flag off the 19.7 kilometer bypass road designed to ease traffic and improve access for farmers.
I don't know how to express how happy I am considering the suffering people are facing in the locality due to poor electricity distribution.
This was going to reduce the high traffic of mango. Those are going to Pangshin from Mango, Lantan, Shantam, Pampamikan, who have not visited within Mango Town, will have this bypass.
The state government says both projects are expected to stimulate economic growth, improve livelihoods, and accelerate development across Plateau State. Percy Dabang, Channels Television News.
And we draw the curtain on the Newsroom series with a focus on the North Central region. Many thanks for watching. I'm Ayo Tunde Balogun.